My name is Kathryn. I live in Snellville, Georgia, and I was diagnosed with pulmonary arterial hypertension in 2006. Other than my children, my grandchildren, and my husband, I am most passionate about playing tennis. I love playing tennis, and I do believe that tennis has helped me through all of my trials with pulmonary arterial hypertension. I was playing tennis in June 2006, and suddenly I started to run for the ball and couldn't. My legs wouldn't move, and I was terribly short of breath. So I called my doctor and said something is really wrong, and he first did a pulmonary scan to find out if I had a pulmonary embolism, and then he said let's do an echocardiogram, and it showed that I had pulmonary arterial hypertension, but they did a right and left heart catheterization the next week to confirm it, and it was there. My greatest support has been my family. They've been right there with me the entire time, no matter what, through all of this. My friends also, my tennis friends, my church friends, my neighbors, everyone has been extremely good about supporting me and helping me get to wherever I needed to get when I couldn't drive or couldn't take myself someplace. And it's been wonderful to have the family and friends to be there for me. My advice for anyone who is newly diagnosed with pulmonary arterial hypertension is to get to a specialist who deals with this disease. Not all pulmonary doctors, not all cardiologists, and certainly not all primary physicians know how to treat this or have access to all of the medicines you might need. So it's very important to get to a specialist. It's also very important to be compliant and to do whatever it takes. If you have to go on IV drugs, if you have to do sub-Q, if you need to take oral medicines, keep trying ones until you find something that works for you. Don't give up. The best advice I was ever given was someone told me, if you go sit in a chair and wait to die, you will. But if you'll stay active and keep on fighting this and keep on finding out more information and doing everything you can, you've got a good chance to live a nice, healthy life with this. And that's what's happened with me. I'd like those who are very, very sick with pulmonary arterial hypertension to know that I was extremely sick with it too. A year after diagnosis, I was given 2 months to live without a heart-lung transplant. But we were able to find one of the IV medicines, ramped it up very fast, and it actually saved my life. And then we were able to find another drug that actually helped get my life back, and I was able to get back on the tennis court. And just recently my report showed that I really don't have signs and symptoms of pulmonary arterial hypertension right now. I've gone from being extremely sick with this, so sick that my heart was enlarged so much that they couldn't even find the left side of my heart because the right side was so enlarged. I've been so sick with this that I was in severe congestive heart failure and looked like I was about 7 months pregnant because of all of the fluid buildup in my stomach and around my lungs. And I now am able to get out and do just about anything I want to do. I can't climb mountains anymore, but I can certainly walk 2 or 3 miles on flat ground. I can play tennis for 2 or 3 hours at a time. All these things that no one thought was possible. And I want people to know that you don't have to give up with this disease. You don't have to make it a death sentence. You just do everything you can to live with it and fight it, because that's what it's all about. We can make this work. I keep telling people the goal is to stay alive long enough for them to find one more drug or one more treatment, because we may find a cure for this in our lifetimes.